that. HUL results were out, as I mentioned, but let's quickly go across and cut into the presser that's taking place right now.
Any of the authorities for that? Because yes, there is some sugar content in all of this, but is there some rule requirement that is there from any of the authorities?
We are fully compliant with FSSAI, but also Unilever nutritional standards to the highest degree, and it's all fully compliant. So our job is to essentially grow the business by serving our consumer, and we are growing penetration in nutritional functional drinks. We are growing market shares. Our recent moves have been yielding results. And as I said in the previous conversations, we have to stay the course. There's a long runway for this category, but it requires us to stay disciplined. And particularly the more premium end of the category is growing very well. And we're very excited about that opportunity, whether it's women's health or diabetes and other conditions that we are helping solve. Yeah.
So on the ice cream business, if you can throw some light on
Sure.
how has been the performance during the year, as well as any material update that you have so far with regards to your parent, deciding to get rid of the business. So
Yes. If you pull back and look at ice cream over the last 4 or 5 years, we've had a very strong clip of growth. It's not surprising. We're a leading player in the industry. We've been in decades in the market. The ice cream market is sizable by scale for our income status as a country. Therefore, the opportunity in the headspace for ice cream as the country gets more affluent, as people consume more food out of home, impulse is only strong. And we're all in at this point to sell in for the summer, which, as you know, is going to be nice and warm. And we are at this stage focused on just doing that, innovating aggressively and making sure that our products are available across the length and width of the country. Specifically to your point about the Unilever's position on ice cream, we are under evaluation, exploring all options with our board, HUL's board and the management. And when we have clarity on where we want to go with it, and we will have a clear position, we'll come to you. But at this stage, it's all under evaluation.
okay. On the raw material side, I would like to know there are a few raw materials like coffee. They have seen a significant uptick. How has been the impact on your numbers, and also as we speak, what is the kind of trends that you're seeing in terms of your key raw materials?
Yeah. So overall commodity, the entire financial year, last financial year, 22-23, we had seen material amount of inflation. All 4 quarters of this financial year, 23-24, we have seen deflation. And the 3 big areas where we have our business exposed to is crude oil, is crude palm oil, and tea. All these 3 commodities are deflating. Food commodities are the ones which started to inflate much later than these commodities, and even there we now have seen sequential trends have plateaued down. Skim milk powder is also now on a deflation year on year. The exception this point in time where we're still seeing substantial inflation, exactly to the point, is coffee. Coffee is a place where we have taken price increases. Our growth of double-digit in coffee is a price-led growth where volumes are getting impacted with a substantial amount of inflation. Over the last 2 to 2.5 years, we've seen 70% inflation in coffee prices. So rest of the portfolio, outside that now, as I mentioned, there's an overall, at an aggregate level, a deflation in the business this point in time. And which is why all the pricing actions that we have done, remember, we never priced to the peak of inflation, and we were very measured about it. In small chunks, we took price increases. And as commodity prices started to come down, then we also then took our prices down as well in the last few quarters.
So is it right to assume that in the food and refreshment category, you will continue to take price hike, and the other category like home care and personal care will see price cuts, given that it has been deflation?
Yeah, so let me answer this a little more details so that we all get it right. Home care and personal care, this is where we have seen year-on-year deflation. We have completed all the pricing actions of taking price corrections to ensure that wherever commodities have fallen down, we have passed on the benefits back to the consumer. The last area which we have finished doing correction in this quarter is in mass skin cleansing. Even there we have now gone ahead and done the correction. Overall, FNR commodities, they are not inflating sequentially. So whatever pricing actions which we had to take, we already have done a couple of quarters ago. We don't need to do anything sequentially more. Coffee is the only commodity I mentioned where we have seen sequential inflation and where we have done pricing. And we have, of course, got to watch going forward what happens to it. And that's, of course, a small portion of the business. So by and large, bulk of the portfolio, whatever we had to do on pricing, sequentially, we have done that, both in terms of increase in FNR or in terms of decreasing price in home care and personal care. And which is why the outlook, sorry, just to complete as mentioned, if prices remain where they are in commodities, we expect in short term to have marginal decline in our pricing. it will plateau down in our midterm, and in the second half of the financial year, we expect low single-digit price increase.
So on premium personal care in particular, beauty and wellness, from the next quarter onwards, you will have reorganized your business in that manner. The street is a little more aware of how this performance or this.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.